Yo, what is up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here on Sunday, July 16th. Full schedule of baseball. Got all the guys with me, man, and we're trying to do what we do every day. Make some money and cash some tickets per usual. I'm excited, man. Yesterday wasn't my best day in the land of baseball, but that's why I love it, man, because you got 15 games the next day. So plenty of opportunity for me to bounce back. I got everybody here to help talk through some plays, man. And I'm ready to dive right in. First up, leadoff batter per usual. Roof. What's up, man?
Jay, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Excited for all day baseball, 11 to 6. Should be a fun day. Got some summer league today as well. Last full day of that. So, closing out the weekend.
Yeah, you summarized my thoughts perfectly. You could have a bad day on Saturday. I had a couple bounces not go my way, but tell you, nothing cheers you up. But you realize, hey, that was yesterday. Today we got a whole new 15-game card to look at, a whole new betting opportunity, and it's only one day. So now we move forward and try to make some money.
Try to make some money on a Sunday. We got a lot of action today, man. What you looking at for me today?
For you today, Jay, I'm going to go with this match between the Royals and the Rays. And, I know you and I talked about the Tampa Bay Rays and said this is a team that we probably got to look for with, in terms of, some regression as we move on through the second half of the season. I do think that regression is going to come, but, if nothing else for the Tampa Bay Rays, at least they were able to get a favorable matchup out of the gate coming out of the All-Star break. Kansas City Royals, who've now lost 8 of 9. Send Brady Singer to the mound here, who has pitched well in spots, but despite pitching well in a couple of those outings, he still has a 5.80 ERA, gave up 6 runs in his last start. Now, the knock on Zach Eflin this whole season has been, well, he's been dominant at home, but can't necessarily pitch his best on the road. But you look at his last couple of road starts, he's been pitching fairly well. Last time out against a really good Arizona Diamondbacks team, got the win, 7 innings of 2-run ball. Prior to that, 6 innings of 2-run ball against a decent San Diego Padres team and lost. This is still a Tampa Bay team that does some of their best work hitting right-handed pitching. I think I got to go with the Tampa Bay Rays in the run line here. I just feel that Tampa Bay gets the job done. They've got the job done in the doubleheader yesterday, and I think they go for the sweep here. Maybe win this one, 5-3, 6-4, something like that. But either way, I think we're getting the cover on the run line here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am looking for my spots to fade the Rays. I do think we see them regress a little bit down the stretch, but they're playing the second worst team in baseball right now. So it's fair to say the regression won't come as soon out of the break. I will say this, though. They got a super important series starting tomorrow, man. And I think that's when I'm going to be looking to do my damage against the Rays as they come to Texas. I will be in attendance for 1 or 2 of those games. Super excited to see those teams. I wasn't here the last time the Rays were in town. I will be in the building this year, this series. But in this one, yeah, Brady Singer has looked decent, but it's the Rays. It's Tampa. Of course, they're not in the trap where they go stupid, dummy crazy. But again, they're playing the second worst team in baseball, and I could see those bats rolling per usual.
Yeah, I think, like you said, there's a tough series against Texas coming up, and you got to take advantage of the softer spots in your schedule. I know we still got 70+ games to go, but the games still all count the same near the end of the season. So it's not like we have weighted games where they mean more later on. So you got to take advantage of these spots, and I think the Tampa Bay Rays know that, and I think they do that here. Close out the series with the sweep and head into Texas on a 3-game win streak.
4. It'd be 4 because they beat Atlanta coming into it. So, yeah. Chris Ruffalo on the TP Rays today. I ain't mad at you. What you got for sale today?
Today, got my $15 pickoff play. Unfortunately, had the Marlins fall short yesterday, but hey, that's fine. We're going to bounce back today, finish the week strong. Also, guys, that as part of my Sunday MLB triple play. It's also Christmas in July. Got my yearly pass price knocked down by a couple $100. Best price you're going to get it at all season, or excuse me, all year. So definitely make sure that you guys head on over to Pick Dogs, take advantage of that. Football season's right around the corner, and this is a great time to make sure that you take advantage of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Dog days of summer. Still got plenty of baseball on the daily, but I know we all got our eyes ready for football. You had a great football season last year. You excited?
I am excited. I gave it a little bit more time to sort of buckle down, know these teams, know these players, figure out the transfers for college, sort of figure out everything else for NFL as well. And I could say this is probably the one year where I've been the most excited for football to come around. And like I said, great. You said I had a decent finish last year, but it's all about what have you done for me lately. So got to try to replicate that this season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know you will. And I talked to you plenty of throughout the week, man. We talk damn near daily now. It's kind of crazy.
It used to be the sporadic message here or there, but now it's every day. Jay and I are starting to learn things about each other, stuff we like, stuff we don't like, stuff we get on each other's nerves about. But it's very rare.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'll see you soon and talk to you soon. Hopefully you have a winning day today.
Sounds good, Jay. You too. Good luck, and good luck to everybody.
Yes, sir. Roof. Shout out my guy right there, man. Love talking to Roof, talking baseball, football, basketball, shit, whatever with Roof, man. A lot of info. Next up, I got a walking encyclopedia. I can ask this guy just about any number, and I'm pretty sure he'll spit it out to me right now. Ron the Don. What's up, my man?
How you doing, Jay? I got a question. I don't usually wear the flat bill hats, but I got my City Connect cherry blossom at Washington Nationals. What do you think? Do I pull it off, or should I go back to the old baseball caps?
Hey, I think you pull it off, man. All right. I think you pull it off. I like the flat bill a lot. I wear those more so than anything, and I think you pulling that one off. That's the City Connect one too. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. Got the cherry blossoms and
okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to step my hat game up recently. Y'all see me y'all know I trade hats mid-show. So Ron, so we got a lot of baseball action today. Another rundown is dropped and doing numbers per usual. I need some of that hot fire today on this Sunday, man. What you got for me?
Yeah, I'm looking at that Astros-Angels game. It's Sunday Night Baseball tonight, ESPN, 7:00 Eastern. We saw a very exciting game last night that I went to sleep before it ended. It was a 13-12 final score, so 25 runs combined, 31 base hits combined, bunch of home runs for both of those teams. And I think we see another high-scoring game. I like the over here. Christian Javier, before the All-Star break, when you look at his numbers on paper, he's 7-1, 4.34 ERA isn't terrible, but he was really struggling before that All-Star break against your Rangers. He gave up 8 earned runs and 2 homers. The Astros still went on to win that game, but still 8 earned runs, 9 base hits, and only 4 1/3. Before that, 6 earned runs, 2 home runs against the Cardinals, 4 earned, and only 2 1/3 against the New York Mets. The problem is all 3 of those games, even though Javier really struggled, the Astros went on to win those games because that's how good this offense is. So, I think we're going to see a high-scoring affair. You got Tyler Anderson on the other side, who, a left-handed pitcher. We saw what the Astros did to Reed Detmers yesterday. Anderson, he's got a 5.25 ERA on the season. The Astros do a really good job at limiting strikeouts against lefties. I think this is a really bad matchup for Anderson. I think the Angels get to Christian Javier. And then when you look at the bullpens, neither of these bullpens was very trustworthy last night where they blew leads back and forth. And the Angels bullpen in the last 30 days has the highest SIERA in the league. So some of the worst expected numbers in baseball. Even the Astros bullpen, which has pretty good expected numbers, but ERA-wise hasn't been the same Astros bullpen that we're used to in the last month or so that we saw in the last couple of years or in the beginning of the season. So I think we see another high-scoring game. It's tough to take an over after high-scoring game like that last night because usually the value might be a little bit gone. But this is total. I see it at 9.5 runs right now. I think there's still value at that price. It looks like it's going up to 10 right now. So shop those numbers, but I like the over at 10 as well.
Over. That was a fun game last night, man.
Oh, man.
And the way it ended, man, that's like the worst way to lose. Like,
I know. Yep.
But yeah, it was a fun game last night, and I can see today's game being fun as well. Tyler Anderson, his last few games haven't been as bad, but
yeah,
the Dodgers, he went 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, but then the bullpen came in, and you see what they did. So I'm not in love with the Angels bullpen the way they've been struggling. I can continue seeing them getting cranked. And like you said, Javier, I can see him giving up some runs in a fun, entertaining AL West type series. So over for Ron the Don today. I like it.
Another concern I have with Javier is, he's like a strikeout dependent starter, so he has to miss bats. But as of late, his strikeout numbers have really plummeted. I mean, he's had 4 or less in each of his last 5 starts, and part of that's because he doesn't go too deep into games anymore. But still, I mean, if Javier's not missing bats, he's usually a guy that gives up a lot of fly balls, a lot of sharp contact, a lot of home runs. So if he's not missing the bats, it's usually going to go over the wall. So that's why I'm really concerned with this game. But we'll see. Maybe he made some adjustments over the All-Star break, but right now can't trust him.
Fair enough. What you got for sale over at Pick Dogs today?
Yeah, we had a bad day on Saturday, but looking to bounce back. 2 games for me, 2 selections in the premium area for me in baseball. One is a total for my total crusher. The other one is a money line play for my Ron's Rundown $19 best bet. And we got Christmas and July sales as well right now. You can check it out. My year pass, the cheapest is going to be all year. You get every single play across all sports. So the best deal right now in handicapping for me. Check it out, Pick Dogs Premium.
Question. So why did you decide to go Washington on the City Connect hat?
I don't really remember. I think I just like the hat. I buy hats here and there, and I try to collect the jerseys and the hats. I've got a Dallas Keuchel White Sox jersey. People question me about that one all the time. And when I wore my Twins jersey yesterday at the poker room, people were like, "What? You a Twins fan?" I'm like, "I'm just a baseball fan." So yeah, I got the Nationals hat. And people say I'm a Marlins fan because I wear the Marlins hat, but I just like the old-fashioned Marlins logo. But yeah, I threw the Nationals cap on because I haven't worn it yet, but I've had it for a couple months. I'm just too self-conscious because I don't know if I rock the flat bill. But if you say I do, then I trust your word.
I rock with it, man. Ron the Don with the flat bill. Thank you for joining me today, my guy, and we'll see you throughout the week on Ron's Rundown.
All righty, good luck, everybody.
Yes, sir. Ron the Don, man, joining me today on this beautiful Sunday. Check out the Rundown. Tons of information, man, as he covers every baseball game every day, man. Can't ask for more from a guy like that. Next up, man, I got another guy that I really love talking to, man. One of my favorite handicappers on the planet, Hot Rod. What's up, my man?
Yeah, not too much. Enjoying the Sunday. Off another nice back-to-back winning day. So looking to keep it rolling on Sunday. My best has been great. 3 plays been struggling. We dropped another one yesterday. I can't believe we only got seen 2 runs in that Texas game yesterday. A little surprising,
man.
There,
but, so on that, we talked about it. That was your show pick yesterday. That was my play of the day yesterday. I didn't want to tell them that on the show, but man, I just can't dial in on Andrew Heaney. I just can't.
Andrew Heaney, right?
When I think he's gonna come out and have a good game, he gets rocked. He gets absolutely rocked. He goes out there, gives up 5 hits, 5 earned in 2 innings. And then the days where I think, all right, man, he's going to continue to get cranked, get rocked, he goes out there and goes scoreless.
And he goes scoreless and pitches great. It's like, it's like total opposite. It was like,
Heaney a tough guy, man. Y'all heard me beat this table about him all year, and I will continue.
All year, yeah. That one guy that's been getting to you where it's like, okay, we got him today. He's going to give up some runs. We're going to get the over, and he pitches the gem. That's baseball, though. That's baseball in a nutshell, right? Then all of a sudden you think you got everything locked down, and what happened? Like look at Detroit with Matt Manning and his no hitter. Who called that one out of nowhere? Right? It's just like that happens in baseball. It's one of those things. It's just like the goalie shutout in the NHL. All of a sudden the goalie has a hot game and you can't even score nothing. So pitcher gets hot. You're not hitting nothing. It happens.
Man. Good game from Heaney and the crew yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. Wow.
I was definitely surprised by that as well, man. I was. On to today, though, man. We got a lot of room to bounce back. I'm trying to sure do so. And I know, like you said, you've had back-to-back winning days. So I'm interested to see what you got for the folks today. What you cooking up?
Well, we're going to go to this White Sox and the Atlanta Braves taking game number 3 where the series is 1-1. Braves got the first one. White Sox got the game yesterday. We're going to go with the over here in this one with these 2 starters going. You let Colby Allard getting the start for the Braves. and he's struggled the last his last two appearances. He's given up 5 runs over his 6 innings of work, and definitely struggled. So I think the White Sox can get to him early. And on the other side of the mountain, you got Dylan Cease going for the White Sox, and his last 3, he's got 0 wins and an over 4 ERA. The last time we seen him, he gave up 11 hits, 5 runs. And you look, his last 2 starts for this White Sox, they resulted in a 15-run game and a 13-run game. And then you throw it to the bullpens, and we know the White Sox bullpen is sporting over 5 ERA in the last 10. The Braves bullpen sitting around a 3. But you look, this Braves offense has been crushing right-handed pitchers, batting .260 over 5.8 runs a game have been these Braves. Head-to-head, 6-4 to the over in their last 10 meetings between these two. I think we see some runs like we've seen in the first 2 games of the series, resulted in 20 runs. I think the same thing here. I think we enough to get us up and over this total. I got like 7-5, I think, here in this one. I think we get to 12, 13 runs. Take the over Braves, White Sox.
Over Braves, White Sox today, man. I could see it. I definitely could see it. Allard, like you just noted, the last 2 games weren't beautiful. Last game against Tampa went in the first inning, 2 hits, 2 earned, quick and easy. I think I could see Chicago, who shocked the world yesterday. I could see them, their bats continuing to stay lukewarm today as well. And then we know the Braves, how dominant their offense is. I got Rod with me, so I got to use they're going to be mad.
They're going to be mad.
Right. Man. So, I can see it, man. I could definitely see some runs in this game today, and an over, I definitely think is, could happen. So I'm with you.
Slugfest in this one today. Bring your glove to the ballpark today. Definitely going to see some runs come flying out of there. So definitely bring your glove.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hot Rod over Braves, White Sox. What you got for sale over at Pick Dogs today?
And over at Pick Dogs Premium today, I've got 4 plays going. I've got my Sunday Safe Crackers play where you can get 3 MLB selections, or I've got my 10-star play of the day. We're looking to bounce back on in. I dropped it yesterday with the Reds. I've hit 32 out of the last 47 on that one. You can scoop it up singly as we try to bounce back on it. Or it's that time of year. It's Christmas in July. $400 off the yearly pass. That's the best way to go. Also use the promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll get every play I got going from today all the way to this time next year. So jump aboard, scoop that up. That pass will pay for itself in no time, and we'll continue to make it some money. So jump aboard. Been hot. Looking to stay hot.
And that's why I call him Hot Rod, Mr. Zawacki, man. Question. You got any flat bill hats, or all yours curved?
I have both. This one, as you see right here, is curved. So it depends. Like for me, there's some hats fit. Like if here, let me reach just over this way a second. I think I have a Dolphins hat that's more of a flat billed one, right? See? Flat bill Dolphins hat. See, I always give them just a little slight curve, even on the flat bill.
Yeah.
But the flat bill ones, I don't mind. This one, it just kind of fits good. So yeah, I've got both. I've got these fitted ones that fit nicely with the no things in the back. I don't like them ones that have that. The ones that they it's not plastic back here. It's like a
the Velcro
piece. Or yeah, they went with a Velcro one, and I don't like that one either.
I don't like snapbacks. I've never really liked the snapbacks. I'm like you. I gotta have
I gotta have the fitted, right? Like the fitted back. There's the back that says Dolphins. You got it, so that way, if you want, you can wear it like this as well. If you want, right? You can sport it sideways. Some people like to do that as well.
I do.
Right? See, sometimes on a day, like when I was in the kitchen, yeah, this was the way of my hat, and then I wore a bandana underneath because it was hot. But yeah, I got flatbacks and the fitted. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ron, open the door, man. I love hats, man. So I gotta ask everybody.
Yeah, I love hats. I got boxes of hats here. It's just, we know me. It's like someone's gonna get hot, so I like that team. Let's get into that team. I've only got a few favorites. Dolphins being one of them, the Edmonton Oilers being another.
Hey, TJ, man, we might gotta start that up. Backwards hat rod, man. We might gotta, you know what I mean?
Right? Maybe it does look.
Man. Appreciate you joining me today, Rod. Hopefully I see you throughout the week and keep up the winning, my guy.
Definitely, I'll see you throughout the week. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about time too. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely, yeah. Have yourself a good day. Good luck with all your bets. And everybody, smash that like button. Costs you nothing. Helps us out a ton. We appreciate everybody. Good luck with all your bets today.
Hot Rod joining me today, man. I got a lot of good guys with me today, man. I got the heavy hitters with me today, man, as we try to continue to cook up this Major League Baseball. Next up, I'm gonna go to Brian Bittler, man. This is somebody I don't talk to enough, man. Mr. Sharp himself. What's up, Brian?
Hey, glad to be with you. I try to keep myself quiet. The less I get myself involved with text messages, I keep myself out of trouble that way. You know what I mean? Plus, I'm superstitious. I don't like talking about a game until it's actually going on. And you know how it is. I'm too superstitious.
Hey, I feel you. It be like that sometimes. You feel like you talked about it, the game too much, and it just went the other way because you were talking about it.
Romanelli's the worst at that. He'll text you in the first inning when our team gets down by a run. Oh, we're dead. We lost. You know, I said, calm down, relax. We're all right. So he's the worst one.
Yeah. Yep. I don't fall a victim to that too much. Because in baseball, more so than any other sport, like the comeback, you might as well bet the comeback most games, I feel like.
Yeah, you know, in the NFL, you sit down and the team that you're betting on gives up a kick return for a touchdown. You're like, that's not the way to start the game. But.
Yeah. Facts. We got a lot of baseball today, Brian, man. What you cooking up for me today?
Yeah, I kind of like the card. And this game might be affected by weather, but I think if we do get the bad weather in Philadelphia, eventually they're going to get this game played out. I'm going to roll here with the San Diego Padres on the money line in Game 4 to close out this series with the Phillies. Phillies swept that doubleheader yesterday, and I had them in both games, but I think I'm going to jump ship here with the Phillies. You got Zach Wheeler on the mound. In my opinion, he's overpriced today. Wheeler's had an okay year, solid stats, but he's been hittable against teams this year, 4.19 ERA. You also got Wheeler over his last 3 starts, 12 earned runs over 16 in the third innings. San Diego might have the best lineup in baseball. I think the top of their lineup gets to Wheeler today. Seth Lugo, nothing special as far as starting pitchers go, but over the last 12 innings, he's only allowed 1 run. I think the San Diego Padres here are going to escape this game with a win. I like that little bit of plus money we're getting, so I'm going to take the San Diego Padres today on the money line.
Padres for the win today. It's a tough one for me, Brian. The Padres are just a team. I told everybody a few days ago, I probably will not bet them at all moving for the rest of the season. I'm looking to fade the Padres. Now, I agree with you, something you said. I do believe when you look at their roster, the top 3 roster in baseball, but it just hasn't translated into wins. Coming in down the stretch into the All-Star break that we're playing better baseball, but this team is just really inconsistent.
The St. Louis Cardinals were, for me, my team that I'm trying to stay away from in the second half because they got me pretty good in the first half. They always seem to look like a good play, and then, they choke it away at the end. So I hear where you're coming from.
Yep. But again, like I just said, I do like their roster. Most days, I could look at the game and say the Padres are the better team. I just don't know what's up with them. Why it hasn't translated into wins. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think they can still make the playoffs this year if things break the right way?
Sure, for sure. If you look at the San Diego Padres, I think their team ERA is one of the best in the National League. And then if their hitters start really crushing the ball, I think the Padres are going to be a tough team to contend with as far as the wild card goes.
So we look at their division quickly. They're 4th currently behind Arizona, Dodgers, and San Francisco. If you had to call it right now, Where do you think they finish in their division?
Well, I think Arizona fades down the stretch, and the San Francisco Giants are going to be the team that they're going to have to knock off. And the Giants really are a team that has been catching fire as of late. They got off to a slow start, so I think it's going to come down to the Giants and the Phillies as far as the last wild card spot go, or one of the last two.
Brian B, man, you heard it from him, man. All right. I might got to keep my eyes on the Padres just a little bit, man.
I'm not a Padre guy. Just today, I think Wheeler, typically overpriced guy. I like Zach. I've defended Wheeler before.
It's your team, man, at the Phillies, though.
I don't got a team, but if I had to pick a team, it'd be the Phillies. I don't got a team. But.
His team is the Phillies.
Yeah, I don't admit it. Yeah.
What you got for sale over at Pick Dogs today, my guy?
Well, we're gonna try to. I'm gonna try to keep the hot streak rolling on. Yesterday, 3-0 in the premium picks, but the best bet for me is my titanium play. My $15 best bet is 7-1 over the last 8. That's an 88% hit rate. Overall, long term, last 332 titanium plays, I've gone 191 and 139 and 1. So make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com, get that Major League Baseball titanium winner, that $15 best bet. Also, like the other great handicappers I mentioned, we got Christmas in July going on. Next 2 weeks, and make sure you take advantage. For me, I got my year pass for just $999. Use that code PICK at checkout, another 15% off. You won't catch a better deal all year long. College football last season, 57.48% winners for a $13,940 profit for $1,000 bettors. Also in the NFL, 56% winners on the year, good for a $9,270 profit. So, guys, make sure you head on over to pickdogs.com and take advantage of all the great deals.
Brian B over at pickdogs.com, man. Off a good day yesterday. Hop on with my guy, Brian B, man. Love talking with you. Anything else before I let you go?
Oh, no, nothing. Sundays always seem to be Sundays can go either way for me. Saturday seems to be my best day of the week, but I'm just loving baseball. This is the time of year if you want to bet baseball to bet it, because once we get into August, we got football on the horizon. So I'm wishing everybody good luck today and cashing those tickets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you joining me today, Brian, and I hope to see you soon.
Thanks for having me, Jay. I'll catch you later.
Yes, sir. Brian B joining me today on Sunday. Off a good day yesterday, man. I love to hear that. Love to hear that. Next up. Money man, Mitch. What's up?
Nothing much. It's like gave me a little time, not going so early to trying to fix my set. It's like my lighting. I don't know. I've got like all different colors. So eventually I will get it right, or I'm going to call somebody and get them over here to fix it for me. But anyways, coming off a miserable day yesterday. It was just every bad bounce went against me. Those are going to happen. It's like we're not one day wonders here. It's like it's a long haul, and we certainly don't win every day. We don't claim to win every day, but overall, over the years, the trend is up. So that's all that really matters for me.
Yep. They switched our guy yesterday, man. He didn't get the start.
Screwed me.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of upset about that too.
I wouldn't have bet the game. I wouldn't have bet it.
Yeah, I was with you on the Diamondbacks yesterday. I like Gausman a lot. We talk about it all the time, but I like the Diamondbacks yesterday. And after the pitching change, I kind of had that feeling like, yeah,
somebody knows something.
Somebody knows something, man.
Yeah,
it happens. It's baseball.
That somebody's not me. That's the worst part, man. It's like,
yeah,
that's the worst part of the somebody knows something.
Yep. I wish they would tell me something sometimes,
That's what I say. Sometimes they do.
Yeah,
sometimes they do.
Sometimes
they do.
Yes, sir. What you cooking up for us today on this beautiful Sunday?
Well, I think, when all else fails, it's like I've got a few pitchers that I fade, and one of them is Gausman, but he didn't go yesterday, so he screwed us. The other one is going in one of the other games, and Brian just talked about that one. And, of course, that's Zach Wheeler. And then I have, the other thing that we've been doing, and it's kind of what Brian just talked about too. We just continue to fade the St. Louis Cardinals when all else fails. Cardinals, no. It's like just take the other side, especially coming off a win. That has been the best time to bet against the Cardinals because they can't put two wins together. The beauty of the Cardinals is they're 500 over their last 10 games. And that's a huge step forward because you look at the record over the course of the season, they're nowhere even close to 500. So look for this team to take another big step backwards. Josiah Gray on the mound here for the Nationals. We call him Josiah Day, and he is the king of the day game. And this guy, he pitches in the day. He is a whole different pitcher than what he is at night. At night, he's gotten a lot better than what he was. Of course, we saw him in the All-Star game, but during the day is when this guy really makes his mark, and I expect him to tear up the Cardinals here. Flaherty, once again, like most Cardinals pitchers, if it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. And the thing is, for this Cardinals team, this is, really the rubber meets the road here. They're not going to the postseason, so they have some big decisions to make. As we move closer to the trade deadline, big decisions to make. And there's 2 big series that start tomorrow where teams that are playing against each other, they might be having some meetings behind the scenes too. And the Cardinals taking on the Marlins starting tomorrow. So Cardinals might be interested in some of that young Marlins pitching. The Marlins might be interested in a couple of those Cardinals bats from those outfielders that they have an abundance of. And, or maybe, Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado. I don't think that's more than Marlins speed. I think the Marlins speed is some of those young outfielders that the Cards have. Might be interested in dealing a pitcher for them. Certainly not going to be knock or anyone like that, but could be anybody, could be, they've got so many, and really that's what it comes down to. It could be like a Cabrera or something. And then on the other side, the other big one is the Yankees are taking on the Angels tomorrow. And of course, a lot of talk about Ohtani to the Yankees, but do the Yankees have what it's going to take to deal to the Angels, because they've been depleted in their farm system for quite some time. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But anyways, in this one, I'm on the Nationals. This is a team that knows who they are. It's like the Cardinals, they thought they were going to be a lot better than this. Wainwright's final season and all that other stuff. But really, it's just a bunch of bad things coming together. An underperforming pitching staff, a manager that's not good enough, and the bats haven't been hitting either. So it's just a combination of all those things. Throw in the retirement of Yadi Molina, and it has been a miserable season for one of the best organizations in all of sports. I mean, I always compare it when I talk to the Dolphins, and they're talking about how their parking is messed up and all that stuff. Like, St. Louis Cardinal fans are not having this conversation with the team, because they seem to have everything in apple pie order over there, winning for a very long time. And I think the Cards will straighten it out. I just don't think it happens today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In a tight Central National League division, do they still have a small chance of making something happen?
Nope. Too many teams to jump at this point. And it would take a very, very big run. But then you got to count that the Reds and Brewers will both slump. The Brewers, again, I've been beating up on the Reds, but the thing is, going into that series, the Brewers have kind of beaten up on the Reds all season long. But, the Cardinals have just been getting beaten up by everybody. I mean, when we're talking about like the Nationals splitting with the Cardinals on a Saturday, with the spotting the Cardinals a run going into the game, that's really bad, man. That's about as bad as it gets.
About 70 games left, 11 and a half back.
No chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
There's usually a second half team. You don't give them no chance, or 2%, 3%, 0.
No chance. No chance. I give them a chance of disbanding, and firing their manager. I think that's what's going to happen. Is we're going to see. I'm telling you, they're playing the Marlins starting tomorrow. I would not be surprised if we see a trade between those two teams. I would not be surprised one bit.
Yep.
I'll tell you who's got the players to trade to the Angels for Ohtani is the Marlins. It's just, do they have the money to pay Ohtani? They have what the Angels need.
Yep.
They got those pitchers. Take 2 or 3 of those guys.
It's a very interesting conversation. I know your favorite for Ohtani is San Fran with all that money they got over there.
I think it just makes a lot of sense. I think also the Asian population in San Francisco is a good fit for him. So it's just it just seems like a good fit. And I think he's a good fit with any of those big market teams, though. I think, the Dodgers is the one that most people have talked about, but I think he's the worst fit with them of any of the teams.
I think so too. I mean, I don't see him going there. My top three are, it would probably go Giants, Yankees, and then my Rangers in third. It's probably,
Yeah, I'd have to. I think it's even. I think it's all those teams are about even.
yeah.
I think those are all even. I think the Rangers too. They always have a ton of money.
Yep.
Tons.
It's just the only thing about us is we're in the same division, so we got to see if they would want to do it. But I think we have the farm system, and the guys to trade for Ohtani and the money. So it just depends on what the Angels want back.
I think it comes down to the teams that want to win now, and the Angels are just in a really bad spot. It's like they could hold on to him too, but I mean, if you hold on to him, you're basically screwed for a long time because it gives you a lot less money to put in other places, and you're stuck with Trout and Rendon. I mean, you can't do anything with those guys. Trout is hurt way too often, and Rendon, no one's going to pay him that kind of money that the Angels owe him. So, you're screwed. And then, it's kind of like you screwed yourself in this one because of other bad moves you made. Kind of like the Nationals did with Strasburg, where it's like they locked into Strasburg. They couldn't keep Trey Turner. They couldn't keep anybody else,
Yep. What you got for sale over at Pig Dogs today, man? I know me and you also starting football tomorrow, so.
Yep. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be starting football. Probably just do half-hour shows to start with football. We're going to do a lot of, just basic discussion stuff this week just to kind of warm up. Who are the top 5 quarterbacks? We'll each have our own, who's the top running backs type thing. Who do you think the impact rookies are going to be? And, of course, any stories that pop up. We're just going to cover all that sort of stuff. So that's really going to be my main focus this week. For picks for sale, I have my standard. I have a 3-pack, a regular one, and then a bunch of picks for long-term subscribers. Got my Christmas in July. It's, like 1,100, a little south of 1,100 for the year. But if you apply that 15% discount code, it's like in the mid 900. So it's like $75 a month for the season, for the year, which is ridiculously low. We're not like a lot of these other sites. We do have discount codes, but my normal yearly package price is $1,500. So it's like, even with the discount code, it still ends up being, $1,200-$1,300. We don't run the Christmas in July pricing any lower than that on yearly packages any other time. So check that out. We also have the Dime Club now. Was asked for by larger bettors, and that's who it's for. So it's not for everybody. If you're like, a $10 parlay better, a $5 parlay better, or $20 parlay better, or a $20 better in general per game, it's really not a product for you. It's fine. We've got tons of other stuff. I bet all my regular premium picks every single day, and sometimes even more than that. But if you are a larger bankroll better, and you're looking for a product like that, that's who we built it for. That's who asked for it. We have a large community at Pick Dogs, not just the people that watch our live shows, not just the people that watch our videos, but on the website as well. And other places. We're not big on the Twitters and stuff like that. We have a Twitter. I think we have 2 Twitters. It's Sport Chat Plays and Pick Dogs. I think between them, we probably have 25,000 followers. Sport Chat Plays' Twitter is 15 years old, and that's how little we use it. But anyways, we communicate with you face to face here every day. We've done so for a very long time. And, I'm excited about the future of Pick Dogs. I'm excited about NFL season coming up and college football. We're also going to do a show. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but so the format of the NFL show is going to be this. Jay and I, 5 days a week, but we're going to have on some of the shows, we'll have a guest come in. We're not going to have guests every day. Wednesday, our guest is Al McMorty every Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday, or we'll do Thursday. It'll be one of those 2 days. Al McMorty will be our guest every single week on that day. Then we'll have other people. I know Mike Davis said he wants to come on the show a couple times a week. We could have him. We'll have people in on spots. I'm sure we could probably pry Ron in to do, a spot with us, and Chris and, Rod and whoever else wants to come on. Anyone but Eric is fine with me. I just don't have that much time in the day, man. There's just not enough hours in the day. I'm just kidding. Eric can come on if he wants to.
Mr.
Once.
Dime Club,
Once.
man.
Once. Nah, I'm just kidding. I think we could also have guys on just for segments. Like we'll have our regular show. The show will start as a half hour, probably move to an hour.
Yep.
But it's like we're going to have maybe guys will come on just for a segment, too, instead of like, we'll have to see how it goes. Well, it's always a work in progress.
Yep.
We never commit too hard to one thing, especially when we haven't figured it out yet. I mean, look at this show. I'm still wondering if we should go back to the old format for football season here. The round table. I love the round table.
I love the round table too. I do. I love the conversation we all have for football. It's unmatched.
Yeah, we'll probably have to bring the round table back for football season.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, Mitch.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Probably 4 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock, whatever. We'll talk after. We'll figure out if we want to do it at 3 or at 4, but it's gonna be at one of those two. We'll announce it on Twitter and on the morning live show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So talking some football tomorrow with Mitch, man, as we get ready for the NFL season, preseason right around the corner. I do bet preseason. I
bet preseason.
Had good units last year, so just trying to warm up, get ready for the, you know what I'm saying, get used to the teams, get used to the players. And
preseason totals is always a good one too.
Yeah.
Preseason totals are
good
money.
So,
Eric's I could see Eric behind the thing. He's like, I bet preseason totals. He's like,
a lot of football on the horizon. Hall of Fame game will be here before we know it. So
it's here, man.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
I can't wait, man. Can't wait. Mitch, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks, Jay. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Money man, Mitch, man, joining me today. 2 more guests left. I got Mr. Dime Club and Wayne. We'll go to Wayne first. We'll end with Eric. Wayne, what's up, my man?
What's going on, Jay?
Nothing,
I done threw a hat on for y'all, man. I'm not really a hat guy, more of a collector, but I threw my old school Angels hat on.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Are you more? I know you just said you're not a hat guy, but do you prefer flat bill or curve bill, snapback, fitted? Talk to me.
More so the fitteds. Like you said, I'm not really a snapback guy too. I do like the curve bills, but like I said, I'm a shades guy. So you see me out, you're gonna see me with some shades. But when it comes to hats, if it's old school, if it's something that they don't make no more, maybe a team change, something like they don't have the CA on the Angels hat no more, I'm gonna buy it just because I'm a collector. I love value. I talk about value all the time in Ben, but I love value in life. Like anything I'm buying, I try to find some value in it. Always resell this hat anytime, double, almost triple what I paid for it. And it's a cool hat, double color bill, stuff like that. When I see stuff like that, it intrigues me. Reason why I grabbed this hat. But yeah, man, just value. Good little hat.
Yes, sir. I've been seeing, I follow you on all social media. I've been seeing your card collection, and
you kind of stack up.
Yeah, you kind of got me. I've never collected cards, but it seems like a fun thing to get into. You got some high-end cards I seen, like that John Morant.
Yes, sir.
So I hear you when you say you look for value, and I definitely believe you, man. That's cool.
Start, man. Just start. I always say start with your favorite player, man. Any player you believe in, try to grab their rookie card, try to grab like a numbered card of them, and then just start right there. It's a little fun hobby.
Yes, sir. I probably will do that soon. I didn't look at the leaderboards today. You have a winning day yesterday? I know you've been rolling.
Yeah, man, I squeaked in with a winning day. I had more losses than wins, so I went three losses, 2 wins, but my 2 wins were pretty monster wins with the Philly plus 125, and I was on the Cubs yesterday. I took a run line, so I got them at my plus 180. So with that being said, that kept me on the winning side of yesterday. So like I said, man, find that value out there, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Eric finna come talk to me and tell me to find the value next as well. What you got cooking up for us today, man? Keep it rolling. What you got?
Man, I did not love this card today. I was gonna get out here and give out the Nats. I really love the Nats today. Mitch beat me to it, and I definitely want to get on here and say I agree with him on that. But on the flip side of that, I'm gonna go with an easy game. I normally like to stay away from these games, because these are the games where people kind of get slapped around sometimes. But some of the times the easy ones are the ones that come straight through. And I'm gonna go to this New York and Rockies game. I'm not a fan of none of these Rockies pitchers. I'm not a fan of the way New York has been hitting either. But if you look, New York is fourth in American League East, and they're not that far out of it. I just think you need to win games like this right now. And this part of the season, if you want to make any push, they got their guy on the mound, Cole. He's 9-2. I can go over his numbers. In his last 5 games, he hasn't given over 3 runs. And on the other side of that, you got Chase Anderson. In his last 5 games, the least amount of runs he's given up is 3. He's more in the 5, 6, 7 range. And I think the Yankees can get it done here on the run line here. And New York, they're only 4-6 in their last 10, but all 4 of those wins have come by run line margin. When they're on the road and they're in the favored position, they have a winning record on the run line, which is 11-9. And after a win, they're 26-23 on the run line. So I can trust New York to get a win right here and cover by run line. This is what they do in these situations. And I like for them to come out here and smack up the Rockies and get the second win against them.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on this one. I hate laying that run and a half. I do it more so than most people. I try to find teams that are going to win, and this one, like you said, it's public, it's square, it is what it is. But at the same time, how can we not want to take the Yankees, lay the run line in this one? Like Chase Anderson, the game that's still fresh in my mind was that game against Los Angeles. 2 innings, 10
Hey, you can pick any game, man. He's getting smashed.
He's getting smashed, man, and I could see the Yanks getting to him today as well. Cole, he's been a top 10 pitcher this year, arguably top 5, and I could see a solid outing from him today. This should be a game where the Yankees get it done on the run line. Now, I know, again, Eric finna come tell me not to do it next, but
yeah, I'm against Eric today. He can say what he want about this game. You want to hop on the Rockies, be my guest, man.
Yeah, man, I'm with you on this one, though, man. I'm just pulling Eric's leg as well. But, yeah, I think the Yankees should stomp down on Colorado today.
It kills me to come on here and get that out, but at the same time, I really feel like it's a pretty easy winner today, and I'll be parlaying it up. So if they get me, I'll be on it with you guys. I'm not single betting this game. I'm definitely throwing that run line in a parlay, light parlay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You heard it from Wayne, my guy. What you got for sale for the folks today as you try to keep it rolling?
Yes, sir. As I stated earlier, man, I do not love this card. 2 bets. I got my best bet out there for you guys to grab, and keeping it short and sweet today and getting ready for tomorrow's card. So hop out there and get my best bet. Also, like they said, it's Christmas in July, man. Get some long term, a monthly, and get my yearly. My yearly is marked down right now. And pair me up one of these top handicappers you see on the show. Always use that promo code PICK so you can save some bucks, and let's continue to cash on this baseball season. And hopefully y'all see me on this football shows with Jay and Mitch. I definitely going to be trying to make my way on there with y'all, talk that football.
Of course. You will be one of my guests. We talked a lot of basketball this year on the jam session, man. We had a lot of good conversations as well. Put out a lot of
good wins.
Yeah, put out a lot of good wins as well. And I know we're going to do the exact same come football, man. You weren't here last year for football, so this is going to be your first time through. I'm excited to see what you bring to the table this year.
Yes, sir, man. I'm excited my dang self. I just love football, man. I love betting and I love football. So when you put both of them together, man, it's kind of magic for me. I just love it. So I'm excited to bring my talents here for y'all and put y'all on some winners. And I'm excited to cook up with these guys, and love always hearing their input on all these games, all these players, man. It's dope stuff. So I'm excited for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your Panthers, what they gonna do this year?
I was just at the gas.
Can they win their division? That's trash division. Can they do it?
I like what they have defensively.
Baker, Carr, and
all the quarterbacks suck.
Baker, Carr, and then who am I forgetting? Who else is in that division?
I like what they have defensively. I was just joking with some folks at the gas station because with how high the Panthers tickets are and how bad they suck. It's like nobody wants to pay them prices like y'all are good right now. But I see another 500 season from them, man. I don't think they get over the hump. I don't think they make the playoffs, but I do like them defensively this year. I will say that. They got some good corners, good D linemen. I'm a big fan of Burns coming off that edge, and I'm just curious to see what they're going to do offensively. I don't know none of these receivers. I'm not a big fan of their running backs, and as you stated, every quarterback in that division is pretty trash.
Yep. I give Carolina outside chance. I think they're the dark horse in that division. Last year, my dark horse in that division was Atlanta. I made a lot of money on Atlanta earlier in the season, but I think Carolina might be a team to keep your eye on this year. So I know that's your team, so I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit on that.
No, my team Tampa Bay, but I support them outside of Tampa Bay. Yeah,
my bad.
You good. No. That's like my second team. If Tampa's not playing or if none of that, I've been in Carolina long enough. I definitely support Carolina Panthers. But I'm with you on Atlanta, though, man. That's looking like the better team in the division now that my guy left the Saints.
One more thing. So, how do you feel about Baker down there in Tampa? Do you think he can be okay, or you think he could be serviceable? What you think?
I hope Trash starts, to be honest with you. I want Trash to start. I'm tired. I done seen enough of Baker from floating around the teams. He had a couple good games here and there, but I just don't think he's that guy. He's a reliable second string, in my opinion. If another team wants him as a starter, they can go ahead, but I'd rather take my chances with Trask when it comes to Tampa Bay's starting quarterback this year.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. We'll be talking a lot of football coming up, man. And these are just questions I have on the top of my head, man. I can't wait, man. I'm super excited.
Appreciate you, Jay. You know, it's always a pleasure to be here with you, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you joining me, man. And I'll see you throughout the week.
Yes, sir. Catch y'all later.
My guy, Wayne Scott, man. Trying to pick his brain on a little football action going through. My last guest, man, Mr. Dime Club. I've been pulling his leg all day, man. Let's see what he got to say.
It's all good, man. It's all good. You got to have one thing at 35 years in this business: lizard skin. Lizard skin. But we were talking off the air about these teams, and again, I look at these prices, and I say it, and I'm doing this to beat this into the player's head. Handicappers, which you guys are amazing handicappers, are obsessed with pitchers in baseball. And wise guys, professional gamblers, are obsessed with price. We don't care about the pitchers because I still make the overriding argument that if I told you your quarterback was going to be out in the fourth quarter of an NFL game, you would have a completely different reason and way to wager on a game. And these pitchers are not going to be in unless they're pitching perfect games in the 7th, 8th, 9th inning. So it doesn't matter. Look at yesterday. We went 0-3 yesterday. Yes, 0-3 on the Dime Club favorite channel. Happens. It's a bad day. That is what it is. But when you look at it regarding the money line, we laid a half a run because my partner Mike is the one that puts out the plays that he gets from the betting groups. He had his run line, and you said I would give you a hard time for the run line. He did have a run line play yesterday. Seattle -1.5 plus 100. So the key is on the run line, you never want to lay juice. Seattle -1.5 plus 100. Risk a dime, lose a dime. They lose the game 6-0. So I don't care that they lost the game 6-0. What I'm happy that I lost a game juice free. This is what I try to explain to people. If you're always losing a game juice free, you always have the edge over the bookmakers. Yesterday on our Underdog channel, we went 2-1, netting $1,700 in profits. So on the favorites channel, we lost $33.50. On the dog channel, we won $1,700. You're plus $46.50 for the 2 days betting the dogs, and you're minus $1,400 for the 2 days betting the favorites. But in terms of volume, what you have to look at is the overall reality, which is it's a lot harder to make money betting favorites. And when you look at the numbers over and over again, you just can't overcome the juice, especially if you're laying these stupid numbers. So while I'll listen to you guys talk about this guy and that guy and take this team and lay them on the run line. So he talked about, I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, he was talking about taking Colorado and laying the run line?
taking the Yankees and laying the run line on Colorado.
I'm sorry, taking the Yankees and I'm looking for the game. Okay, so here's my issue. My issue, and again, not saying it directly to him.
Nah. We know that.
It's a bad bet, and the reason why it's a bad bet is you're converting a favorite to a favorite. This is what I call scared money doesn't win money. Converting a favorite to a favorite. If you think that they're going to win the game, just lay the 230. Man up, lay the 230. Why would you care about the difference between losing 230 or losing 150? There's no value. There's no value in laying 150. You're going to lose if you're going to lose, you're going to lose. So if you bought a stock for $2.30 and you were able to sell it for $4.30, you would make a $2 return on your stock. You lay 230, you win the bet, you win back basically 50% of your money. You get a 50% return on your stock investment laying the 230. Laying 150 and it being in a scenario where the Yankees are winning 6-5 in the top of the ninth, and then they go to the bottom of the Colorado inning, and then they strike them out and they win the game 6-5. Who wants that? It's hard enough to win in baseball, which is why the best bet in baseball is the +1.5. And again, when you're looking long term, the best bet in baseball is +1.5 plus money. So the flip side of that is, what's the best bet in baseball today? Colorado +1.5 +130. That's the best bet in baseball, because not if the winning and the losing. This is the thing. If you look at the leaderboard and you look at Mitch, for instance, you look at Mitch's leaderboard. Mitch is a perfect example of being a professional bettor and more of a wise guy bettor but not doing it intentionally, which is his record is about even, and he's up like 1,000 units.
Yep. He has more units than I do. And
so think about that. This is not.
I'm completely transparent. I love this conversation, and let's talk it through.
Yeah, so, when you look at the leaderboard, and I look at the leaderboard, and I'm looking at the leaderboard because now I have access to obviously what you have access to, and I go.
So Mitch right now is 222, 231, 49% plus 482.
Think about that.
Me this season, I am 113 and 96 plus 392. Mitch has more units than me, but yet I have, so I definitely hear the argument, and that's why I love this conversation with you, and that's why I love our community. I also want to become a better bettor, and I work every day to become a better bettor. And
I talked to a client. I had some guy. Listen, we're global. I've always been global, not local. I've been doing this for 35 years. I have clients all around the world personally. I've had people reach out to me. Yesterday, I had somebody reach out to me outside of this country from the Pick Dogs community. We had a nice conversation on the phone yesterday. It's not like the old days where it costs $30 to call somebody across. You just pick up the phone, call them, and it's free, basically. And we were talking, and he was talking about volatility. He kept using the word volatility. Well, this seems to be very volatile. I said, no, you're looking at wins and losses instead of units and ROI. As long as you're obsessed with winning more games than losing, you're never going to get to the professional level. You're never going to, if you care about losing. Here's a perfect example. I'm a night owl. You guys were talking about collecting with him prior, collecting baseball cards. I did the comic books when I was a kid, and then I did the baseball cards. I'm a music freak. I have about 1,200 vinyl albums, and I collect them. Some of these albums are worth $2,000-$3,000. You know what I mean? Nuts. So it's kind of the same thing, right? So I was up organizing my collection last night, and a client texted me in England, and he said, "Are you watching the Angels game?" Because that was the dog and the dog. I said, "No." Because it's 12-12. I said, "So what? I don't care. Who cares?" It's just like my mind is focused strictly on the ROI.
Yep.
And like I said, when you talk about units, as we went into the All-Star break, being down 40 games, up 26 units, basically 25 units, is all you basically need to know. So again, it is compelling when you look at the leaderboard, and this isn't about give Mitch that because he owns the. No, it's look at the style of betting where I just don't understand how someone out there watching this video thinks that if they bet, and yesterday was an illusion, and I'll tell you why it was an illusion, and I know, you guys make fun of me because I can talk long, but I do want to educate you guys. Look at yesterday. All the bad habits of a bad bettor get reinforced yesterday. And the reason why is, look what happens if you're a bad bettor. You wake up and you say, I'm going to bet Tampa Bay on the run line, minus 270. Instead, I'm going to lay minus 1.5, minus 160. Winner, 6-1. And then you say, oh, let me look for the next huge, crazy favorite. And then you're going to scroll down and you're going to find another think about it. They went off at 270 yesterday, Tampa Bay. And then you want to do a parlay. Well, let me stick the Twins in against Oakland. I'm going to stick the Twins in now, minus 1.5, minus 140. Another horrible bet because long-term it's non-EV. It's not positive EV. You're not going to make money. You do it, guess what? Winner, 10-7. They win by 3. Then you round out the evening. You're like, I'm going to put in a third game. Rays at Kansas City, minus 1.5, minus 125 instead of laying the 205. 4-2, winner. So what happens is when you have these days where all those huge favorites win, it gets reinforced how easy it is to wake up in the morning, just go to your screen and go, oh, it's Sunday. It's the 16th. Let me go and let me do a nice little super boost parlay because the sports book's going to give me free funny money to bet on. I'm going to bet the Rays minus 220, or I'm going to bet the Rays minus 1.5, minus 135. Again, the worst bet in all of baseball. Then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to find another one. Let's do the Yankees minus 1.5, minus 144, or minus 240. And then let's round that out with the Seattle Mariners minus 180. And let's say they all win. So you get this 3-4 days where you win. And then obviously all you need is one bad day.
And it's all gone.
And it's all gone.
Yep.
So I always tell people, think about it like walking up a flight of steps. Betting favorites exclusively. I didn't say you can't make money betting favorites. We make money betting favorites.
Yep.
But we're trying to eliminate the juice. Minus 1.5 plus 100 is better than minus 1.5 minus 101. And so what winds up happening is if you're betting favorites exclusively, you're walking up 2 flights of steps and then you're walking down 3 flights of steps. It's like losing weight. Somebody loses 20 pounds real quick, they gain back 25 pounds. So they're plus 5. So regarding that complimentary selection and being on the dog side, it doesn't matter that Baltimore is the best favorite in baseball. It doesn't matter that I gave them out on the YouTube channel yesterday. They are not worth laying anything more than 50 cents from a price point of view. It's an auto bet situation from a wise guy side. I'm taking Miami as a complimentary selection, not because I care about the pitchers. I only care about the price. I would never lay $180 on the Baltimore Orioles. I don't care if they win 30-0 in some stupid, outrageous game where they just demolish a team and score 5 runs every inning. It doesn't matter. It's not a worthy risk. Take Miami, for all you Miami lovers out there, as a complimentary selection. Miami is also a better road money-making team for your pocketbook this season than they are a home team. Right now, we're plus $525 playing Miami on the road, especially when they're in a dog situation. They're 22-26 as an underdog, so they hold their own. Like the Orioles, they're an amazing favorite, 30-13. But again, I just don't see it. Value-wise, there's absolutely no reason to lay 180. First of all, we talked about this before. The humidity here is the worst it's been since I've been on this show. It's like, and I'm a road cyclist, it's like literally walking into a Russian steam room when I walk outside. You can't see my glasses within 1 second. So they're playing in miserable weather. It's nasty. It's raining. Anything can happen. Take Miami as your complimentary selection. If you want to find out about the Dime Club, call us or send us a text message. It's not for everybody. It's for guys playing the long game. And it's about trying to retune your brain where you're more interested in price, especially in baseball. We'll get to football later. than you are interested in pitchers that are only playing the first 5 innings.
Fair enough, Mr. Eric. I love the conversation with you. I love trying to become a better. I ain't gonna lie. In baseball, I do wake up. I look at the card. I'm trying to find the winners. I'm not trying to find the value. I'm trying to find who getting a dub.
So if you think so, just to push this segment a little longer. So if you think the Yankees, you'll handicap the Yankees Colorado game, and you'll look at the price after the fact, right? Is what you're basically saying.
Yeah.
So I'm the reverse. As a professional bettor, we turn on the screens. I don't even need to see the games. I just literally go -230, no, -250, no, -180, no. It's not going to happen.
Fair enough.
So in the last 2 days, if you're a member of both channels, you're up 32.50. Again, -1400 playing the favorites, as you talk about, full transparency, plus 46.50 playing the dogs. And like I said, when you do the comparison day in, day out, like I do between favorites and dogs,
yep,
it is compelling to be at least 50% of your wagers. And let me ask you before we get off the air, do you go back and look at your wagers of the leaderboard in baseball and say, okay, I've made 100 wagers, I've made 50 dogs and 50 favorites after my work? Or is it 70-30, or is it 40-60? Do you look at that, or you don't even look at that?
That is a great question. And that is something I need to start doing. I don't currently.
And the reason why Mitch is the top of the leaderboard is because he's at least 50% on the dogs.
And I'm probably right now 70% favorite.
So you're taking the hard road.
I've taken the hard road this season. I definitely have. And like I said, my record this year, it's a good record, but my units, they could be better.
And in the end of the day, what are you spending? You spending the record, or you spending the units?
You're spending the units. You're spending the units. So I definitely hear you, man. And that's why I love this conversation, man. I really do. And I appreciate you joining me today and trying to help us all become better bettors.
All right, you got it, man. I'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Eric Pathy, man, joining me today, helping me walk through some of this stuff, man. I know we all don't want to hear that sometimes, that, a bet we're finna make is a bad bet. But at the same time, man, what he's saying is fact. It is fact. When you just go look at it, man, Mitch has been telling me this a lot lately too, man. In baseball, especially, a lot of the value is on the dogs, man. Me, I'm still pretty new, man. I'm 2 years into this thing. I try to find the winners, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I try to come on here. I try to say, hey, who winning today? Who putting some money in my pocket, man? And of course, I do find the dogs as well. I do bet underdogs, and I got an underdog for y'all today, man. I took an L yesterday on this same team at this very same time, the Boston Red Sox, man. I had them yesterday against the Cubs with Stroman on the mound. I think the line was even yesterday. And the Red Sox just didn't show up. They just didn't show up. Stroman went deep into the game. Was I surprised? No, I wasn't. But today, I'm right back on the Sox, man. I am. And off the conversation with Eric, I'm getting plus money with them. I like it, man. I do. Cutter Crawford, I think he's better than many people give him credit for. I know Justin Steele has been that guy this season, really dealing ERA under 3, man. But I think Cutter Crawford will come out here and have a decent game today. I like what I saw from him against Texas. Yeah, he gave up 3 earned, 7 hits in 4 innings, but his team got the dub. His team has got the dub in the last 2 games, and they've got the dub in 3 of his last 4. I do think we could see a solid outing from him today. I do think the Red Sox are playing the much better baseball right now. The one loss is not going to scare me off of them. I do think they continue rolling like they have coming into the All-Star break and now out of it, and I expect them to get this job done on the road today. So give me the Sox, man, the Red Sox on the money line, plus money, man. That's how I'm going to go out today. I have plays for sale for you guys as well over at Pick Dogs Premium. I got my $19 MLB play of the day. You can scoop it up, man. I definitely think we cash out on that today. I absolutely love that play today. And then, like everybody else said, we got Christmas in July. Your favorite handicapper here on Pick Dogs, their packages are the lowest they will be this season. I repeat, your favorite handicapper right now, his package for the remainder of the year, monthly, it is the lowest it will be for the entire season. Hop on that, rock with the guy that you love rocking with, and I promise you he will do his best to turn you a profit over the remainder of this year and into next year, man. If that's me, if that's Mitch, Chris, Rod, Ron, Eric, whoever it is, man, rock with your guy. And let's continue making some money here at Pig Dogs, man. I had a lot of fun on the show today. I love hosting the morning shows, talking with all the guys, trying to become a better, with Eric, talking through plays with Ron, long conversations with Mitch. I love it all, man. And I love having these conversations with our Pig Dogs community. Shout out y'all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, all that great stuff, man. And we'll see y'all later on, man. I will have a summer league video for y'all here in a little bit as well. So last one before the championship game. So let's make some money on a Sunday. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, man. And I'm out of here. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. Peace.